So today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about the HyperX Mix Buds, the gaming earbuds, and I am incredibly late to this review. And let me tell you why I'm late, because when I test products, I'm testing so many products in the background being a reviewer, right? And when I get into a product that becomes a part of my daily life, right, even outside of just gaming or testing products and in my workroom or anything like that, I tend to just keep pushing them back because I'm just using them every day, if that makes any sense. So again, that's a pretty good thing here, summing up this review about the HyperX Cloud Mix Buds. So let's talk about the Cloud Mix Buds. And as far as in your box, you can get your USB-C cable quite long. And why it's quite long is you have this USB-C little dongle extender that you're going to be able to place on your desk with that cable, USB-C port. And then you're seeing USB-C port on the top. That is for your dongle because it is USB-C. Really nice here. Again, you can plug it into your PlayStation, plug it into Switch, mobile device, anything like that if it has USB-C port. So really cool. You got the mobile aspect and you also got it to be able to place on your desk. That is why we have all that. Now over here, you can get some replacement tips. You got your large, your small, your mediums are on your buds, and here are your buds that are included. You have your case, and then this little rubber silicone protector that your case can plop into. So even right there, looking at what comes in the box, you're kind of catching the vibe of the versatility of it, and then the accessories that's coming with it with the multiple applications you actually use these buds on, which is pretty nice. So as you all know, in my gaming headsets or headphones, I always kick it off with comfort. And that's gonna be no difference here with earbuds. But keep in mind, earbuds are much different as far as comfort compared to a headset or something that's just sitting on our head. A lot of the inside shape of our ears is very different, the depth, the width, or anything like that. Not even so much as far as the comfort, but how well do earbuds stay in your ears is a big factor. But me, right out the box with the medium tips here, yo, these things fit in there perfect. I don't know how well the camera can pick it up right there, but they're locked in. I move around, they're not budging, they're not shaking. They're just in there perfect, and they're not tight. Like, they're blocking out the sound, which I'm probably yelling right now when I'm talking, but they're just kind of in there, just tucked in a little bit. They're not too tight, they're not too loose. It's a really, really comfortable fit for me. But again, guys, this is very subjective for earbuds, but as far as the comfort, I do give them a win. And they are also incredibly lightweight. When we slap them on a scale here, this is both earbuds. We are getting 10.8 grams. When we only put one earbud there, 5.5. And looking at the size of them, I'm gonna set them on this little ruler here and hopefully the camera can pick it up. As you can see, they are quite small. And the combination of all that right there, the weight, the size, the comfort for me, I could use them for a long period of time, and that's rare for me with earbuds. Even my AirPod Pros or whatever, I want to take them out eventually after some time. These just felt natural. Now what I want to take a look at is just the build across everything here. Again, we just had a good look at the buds. Now they are all plastic right here, but they're quite firm. Like, I'm not getting crinking or anything. They don't feel premium, but they don't feel cheap, what do I class them as? Maybe like a pair of Sony earbuds if you used those before. They don't feel as premium as Apple earbuds, but again, I think that goes in play with that incredibly lightweight, which I am willing to take. Now coming over to the case, looking at the case, all plastic as well, also lightweight. Let me go on and get the scale out. You know what, we'll weigh this right here. This is without the earbuds in it. We are going to get 36.1 grams. Again, just add the earbuds and you'll get that. Now the cool thing is it does come with this rubber case. Now right out the gate, it's quite slim. Let me just keep my ruler over here and we'll get the measurement. As you can see, are we butted up right there? Pretty much right at 3 inches. And then looking at the width over here, again, it's quite a slender case and I really like it. It just fits in the hand perfectly. But again, you do have this case right here. Bam, plop it on there. It gets a little bit girthy, but then you have that protection. As you see down here, really cool. You got that divot in the bottom of the case. What I like doing, you can just put your USB-C dongle in there, perfect and ready to go for travel. And yes, the top of the case opens perfectly fine with it as well. Now, the case up here, it is plastic on plastic hinges, but again, it feels quite durable. I never caught myself feeling like I was gonna rip off the top of the case. Now let's go and touch on features and functions of the HyperX Cloud Mix Buds. Now these guys get up to 33 hours, 10 hours for the buds right there. And then of course you got your charging case where you can plop them in there, again, up to 33 hours. Now these earbuds are also Bluetooth and 2.4, Bluetooth 5.2, which we'll talk a lot more in the sound there. Now, the one stinker about it, like, it's really cool. Yeah, you got Bluetooth and you got your dongle. You all have heard me talk about it in many earbuds before. every set of gaming earbuds should come with a dongle, right? Because Bluetooth, you're going to get the lag, which of course we'll talk about more in the sound. A stinker here is it's not simultaneous, right? So if you're listening to music on your phone, then you want to play some games, say on your Switch or your PC, right when you plug in that dongle and it goes active, it's going to go priority right to that dongle, which is a stinker. I wish it was simultaneous. If it was simultaneous, it would be absolute game over here. Cool feature, stinker how it's implemented. Now with the case, it's really cool. You got this little button on the back here. You also have that divot whenever you have the rubber shell on the outside of the case here. You can press it, bam, get your battery indicator. I see green, so we're fully charged. Then it goes yellow to red. And then you can also hold it down to do your Bluetooth pairing. And then of course your earbuds sit right in there and they do magnetize. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong side. They magnetize right in there and they're in there extremely tight. They're not falling out or budging or anything. Now this is a feature I really like. So we got our little dongle, our extender. We're routed up onto our desk. We're gaming with it, right? Our earbuds are connected, synced by the dongle here. This little button up here, you see it flashing. You can hold that down to pair it up and everything. But the cool thing is you can press it. You see it turns red. You actually get a tone in the buds right there, but that mutes your microphone and you have that indicator on it. That is so cool for a pair of earbuds. Again, I love the convenience. If it's on your desk or whatever you're doing, you see it being red so you know it's muted. You get the tone and the convenience of it. A basic feature, but one I absolutely love. Now, since we're plugged in already via the USB-C dongle, let's go on and get that microphone test, and then I'll also do a Bluetooth microphone test just to see if we sound any different there. Now, as we all know with earbuds, our microphones are back here on the side of our face. We're talking forward, so it's picking up around, so it's going to catch a lot of that environment in your room. I got minimal sound dampening here, but I do have a little bit, and you're still getting that, you know what I mean? So again, an earbud microphone's an earbud microphone. They pretty much all sound just like that, you know what I mean? So you're going to get a little bit of that background echo there. But anyways, again, this is a microphone plugged in by the USB-C dongle. Let's go ahead and hook it up by Bluetooth and see if it sounds any different. And now you're hearing the microphone plugged in via Bluetooth right into my phone. Nothing tricky here. Apple 12 Pro Max or something like that. I don't know which one we got. As you see, our dongle is disconnected, and this is what it would sound like, say, if you get a phone call or something via your phone plugged into Bluetooth. But of course, if you got a phone with USB-C, you can plug in that dongle and use it that way as well. But just for the sake of comparison, we did the USB-C test, and this is the Bluetooth microphone of the HyperX Cloud Mix Buds. Now let's dive into the sound here. And these earbuds are using 12mm drivers, a frequency range of 10 to 20.4 frequency right there, right? But talking about the core sound out of the box, it is a flat sound. It's a punchy sound, but it's flat. Does that make sense? Yo, it's punchy but flat, you know? Let me just say it's a sound that you can really embrace and really feel, you know, but it's not peaking in the highs. It's not punching in the bass or anything like that. Again, I think it's a manageable sound that a lot of us can get down with fullness, if that makes sense. But that's just scratching the surface of the sound of these buds. Let's go and take our phone right here. We're going to dive into the HyperX Ingenuity app, again, via an iPhone here. I'm loading this up right with you, and I don't know why it's taking a while. There we go. Now we are synced up. Again, we're by Bluetooth, not by the dongle. By the dongle, you're not going to be able to access this. This has to be Bluetooth, okay? Let me make sure my brightness is up here so you guys can see. Anyways, you're seeing the earbuds. Battery life, 100%, 100%. Go into settings, and you can see your firmware, app, and all that stuff. Come down here to equalizer. This is what I really love about this. Talking about that sound being kind of just this normal sound, right? You can dive in here. You got some presets, and you can also save your own. Let's dive in here to mine. Oh, by the way, as I'm trying to click on this is something I don't like. You gotta like swipe over, but you gotta be slightly gentle. If you swipe too much, you're gonna automatically delete your setting. Yo, it drives me nuts. I actually deleted mine before. Anyways, come over here, click the little pencil, and you get in here and dabble and play with your own EQ. Pull it down. You see the little load thing? It's actually loading and saving to the earbuds as we adjust it. Now, that can be a little bit annoying because it takes time, but the cool thing is, while you listen to whatever you're listening to here and adjusting this, you'll hear that change right in time. So it's really cool. You pull your highs down, bam, you're in your game or music, loading, you're going to hear that change right there. So you can make really small changes as you go and come across a really solid EQ. So annoying that it loads, but really cool that it goes into sync there. Again, you can come over here and you can save that if my thing works, you can save that EQ set right there, and then you have some presets. And of course, you can create more as well. Now, further into the app, you have ear detection. So if like you take off the buds, it'll turn off. You can turn that on or off right over here. I just leave it on. And then you have touch controls where you can adjust which touch controls do what on the earbuds, or just press it right onto there as far as separate. And your touch earbud is right there, and they work pretty stinking good. So after looking over that app right there, I probably should have placed that in features and functions. But again, I wanted to focus on the sound aspect of it right there, being able to dab with your EQs and save them to it. And again, saving right to the earbuds. And yes, even when you close out the app, it's going to save to it. And then even if you go to the USB-C dongle, say if you're using these on the go, just listening to some music or something, then you take your dongle, you plug it into your Switch or your PS5 or something like that, it's going to save that EQ setting that you played right there. Now, you can't change the EQ. You got to go back into the app to dabble with it like that. But yo, that is so cool that it saves to it. And then it also saves, like again, if you go to the dongle right there, really, really awesome. And that's where the sound comes to life, because you kind of get to make it your own. And why I say kind of is dabbling with that EQ, yeah, you can tell the difference, but it's minute differences, right? You still have that kind of full sound. You always have that fullness in the back end right there. Even if I pulled out my highs, now it does pull out the highs. And if you saw my EQ, go back and try that, because it's a nice fun sound, I guess. It's not really, again, it's not doing anything overboard or above and beyond, but it definitely pulls them out to life. The stinker is it doesn't show the numbers right there, so you can't really pinpoint it as to what I had. You can just kind of look at the graph. But that out-of-the-box sound, again, not the best. Definitely get in there, dab with an EQ. Try that one I had, because it definitely pulls it to life a little more. You all know I prefer a little more highs, so it definitely pulls that out right there. And the earbuds really came to life, and I had a good time using them across every platform, whatever I was gaming with. Number one, mainly being the Nintendo Switch. That's where I really class these buds. And another cool thing here, talking about using it on a Switch, since it's USB-C, it just plugs in there. Now, pro and con here, you see you got that gap there, so if you got a case on, it's gonna fit on. Con, if you're not using a case, I just use this little Skull and Cold grip right here, which is fantastic. This is the OLED Switch, by the way. But anyway, since you got that gap, the dongle moves around just a little bit here, and I get a little worried, like if it's pressing out here, it kind of flings that way. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that worries me a slight bit without a case on. So all in all, as far as the sound, I really like it. Is it the best sound you're gonna get? Let's talk about this. Does it sound better than the Apple AirPods Pro? No, it doesn't. I think the AirPods Pro have that natural sound with a little bit of spice sprinkled up at the top end right there, and it kind of pulls things out, giving it a really crispy sound, I really believe. The best sound of buds, no, but again, I would say these sound better than that. You kind of have more or less a gaming vibe over here, hence being gaming buds, if we say it like that. A different route is, how about those EPOS earbuds? I forget the model name of these guys here, and I love these buds, but holy smokes, I've had so many issues with these. By the way, they plug by USB-C as well. I've had so many issues with these, I don't even use them anymore. They're just annoying. And that kind of comes to the core of the HyperX earbuds right here. I like the simplicity, the versatility of them. It just fits in to a complete total package where I want to use them in my daily routine. And that's honestly why I wanted to cover these earbuds, even though I'm that late where it's not gonna catch the hype traction or the new product traction right there. Talking about it and covering it right there, something that fits me so well across the board, I had to share with you guys because I had an absolute blast with it. Is it the best earbuds you're gonna get out there? No, but I do think it's gonna be the most versatile and simplistic earbuds out there, which are beneficial for me. Earbuds are not something I'm maining every day. It's something I want when I'm on a run or just a quick sesh, and I want it to be simple and right there. And that's what it does. And that's where it's a win for me. Now, they're a little pricey. They're coming in at $150. That's a little heavy. I think if it had simultaneous wireless and Bluetooth, I'd kind of be like, yo, it's doing everything. You know what I mean? But as is, I honestly want to see them at $100. But hey, that's just me being a consumer. I want to see everything a little cheaper. Heck, these days, everything's priced more than it should be anyways, you know? So, but again, if you spend $150 on these, yeah, they're expensive, but I think you're gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of them, and I think you're gonna vibe with me. Be like, all right, yo, I love how these are playing out in my daily routine, and that's exactly where they sit. And yes, they get a recommendation from me.